Hey guys, what's up? It's Sebastian with Sebastian's Medical and Mental Health Incorporated. Um, so, a lot of people have asked me in the last couple of weeks, whatever it may be, um, to basically talk about how I put this. To basically talk about one, how did it come about me getting a feeding tube installed? Two, what is IST? Three, what is POTS syndrome and how it affects me? And so this video is going to be cut up in three different parts. So this is the first video I'm doing, which is for the feeding tube. So basically what happened is I got diagnosed with gastroparesis in 2018-ish. Basically, if you don't know what gastroparesis is, it's basically slow transit of the stomach. Basically, it's basically delayed gastric emptying, which means your stomach don't empty like a regular person's stomach is supposed to empty every few seconds. So that is what gastroparesis is. So for the first year, it was somewhat controlled. So I didn't really have a problem. We didn't do medications, but because of my chronic constipation, we started me on medication called Linzess. Thinking, okay, that'll work. Well, doing some more, we did it for like 3 months. We kept increasing it to a maxed out dose. Then we realized that Linzess is only good for IBS syndromes, which I don't have IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. So he took me off that. We tried the Miralax phase. That didn't work. We went over and tried lactulose. For many of y'all who don't know what lactulose is, lactulose is pure sugar, basically, but it's made into a medication that's supposed to draw water into your colon, like Miralax, but not with the cramping phase, and basically help you have a bowel movement. Okay, so that didn't work. So we're now in January of 2018. I brought it up to my doctor. Hey, let's look into doing a temporary feeding tube, which would have been going up in your nose, down to your stomach. That's what it would have been. We decided not to hold off. So then we came back to the drawing board. Remind you, I have been patient with all my doctors. I'm patient with mostly everybody. Okay, then she looked at me. She said, "All right, let's do this." She was like, "Let's go to the endoscope suite. I'll schedule your procedure date. Let's do upper GI and lower GI." Cool. We get there. She's running late. Whatever. I'm her last patient of the day anyway, so I was happy about that. I wakes up. She tells me, "Okay, well, first off, you have a motility dysfunction with your esophagus. Cool. I can understand. I can deal with that. And you have a hentai hernia at the bottom of your esophagus where your stomach connects. Cool. I can deal with that. Evidence of acid reflux was negative, so I didn't worry about that. She did say she saw how slow my stomach was actually emptying while she was down there. Then she did the colonoscopy. Well, that's where it got tricky at, because when she got to my actual colon, it was still jam-packed with and she said that she couldn't go no farther because it didn't work. The gold lightly they give you for that, it didn't work. Of course, it wasn't gonna work because of my colon. All right, so fast forward to. I didn't see her in 2019 because she was extremely booked up. So fast forward to 2020. She had me undergo a few tests. One is called a small bowel study, where you drink you take these crystal rocks. No, it's not drugs. It's actually crystal rocks. You take them, you swallow them. You can't burp, okay? And then they give you this other stuff called barium, which you take the barium take the first couple. I think it's like 1-2 barium about that big. 2 chews at the most. Take it, they press on your stomach to do x-rays. You gotta stay there for up to 4 hours, if not 5, just in case. So then she had me do a MRI deficogram. Please understand, I'm gonna tell you what an MRI deficogram is, since people have been asking me that question. A MRI deficogram is basically okay. So you know how you get ultrasound, you get that gel in your stomach. That gel is in a little bottle, tied up, and it's basically like an enema, where they squeeze as much as they can, or until you say enough, where you you actually feeling it. It does hurt a little bit. Okay, so then you lay on your back. They have you do these different motions with your butt, where you hold your stomach in, you relax it, you hold your stomach in, you relax it. Then they ask you to basically, in layman's terms, defecate, which is basically pooping. So you push as much of it out as possible. While you're doing it, the machine is literally taking extra MRI, like little slices of every image to show if it's actually coming out. We did that, okay. Then we also, what was that? There was an on-2 test we did. And then it was also, my bad, also a nuclear medicine study where they give you an egg sandwich with nuclear medication in it. You eat it. You got to do the same thing like the small bowel study. You got to be there for up to 5 hours. So you better plan ahead. You better have your phone, your charger, your AirPods, whatever. All right. So we got 3, 4, 5 months went by. Didn't hear from her. Finally, I got to my appointment. We started talking. She's like, well, this, that, and the other. So let's see how you try on dicyclomine. Dicyclomine is a kinetic agent, which means it just helps it's supposed to help your stomach release all what's in there and function properly. Okay, so I'm still on dicyclomine, just to give you a heads up. But we tried that. It didn't work. Okay. So then we was like, all right. So then at the time I was also going to Phoenix, back and forth to Phoenix, to get tests done so I can get my pre-op done for my colostomy reversal. So we're now in 2021. All right, I'm in Phoenix. Surgery went well to reverse my colostomy. I was there for 5 days. Came back to Tucson. My gastroparesis started getting real worse. Now we're like in late 2021, early 2022. Start getting worse. Went to my GI appointment. Explain to her, all right, something got to give, lady. I don't know what we're going to do. She was hesitant to even mention the feeding tube. But then I brought her back up. I said, why don't we go back to when I said in 2017, 2018 about the feeding tube? She said, okay, let's keep it. She said, let's do it more. Let's do the 3 tests that I had you do in 2019. So, unfortunately, the insurance company would not cover the small bowel study, the MRI, deficatogram, and or they would not cover the nuclear medicine. Why they wouldn't cover it? Because it was already previously done not even 3 years ago. So, unless it's a dire, urgent need, the insurance company denied the payment because they didn't want to. And I'm not paying $5,000 for a test that I know I can't afford. So, fast forward to, what was it? We're now in August. Fast forward to August. I got so sick because I couldn't keep nothing down. I couldn't keep medication down, water down, nothing. I was just throwing it all back up. Alright, and it was hurting my stomach real bad. I went on my patient portal. This is where people start a little conflicted as to who started the conversation about the feeding tube. I did. Because I wrote it on my patient portal, which I'll have to go through the messages and look and print and screenshot and put it on attached to this video. And I told her, and I just told her, I was like, hey, let's just go on and get the feeding tube set up. I'm tired of being sick. My body's going in malnourishment mode because I can't eat anything. I can barely drink anything any way it goes. She hit me back. She calls me. Remind you, I never talked to my GI doctor over the phone. Didn't know she was gonna call me, and then she called me. Excuse me. She said, Kai, which people know I go by Kai too, or Ocean. So she said, Kai, this is Dr. I'm gonna give you Dr. Merchant. I'm calling you because I just got back from my trip from Europe. I said, oh, nice, that's nice, Dr. Merchant. She said, okay, we're gonna go ahead and schedule your endoscope procedure for the PEG tube, which can be done under endoscopy. Remind you, this is like the second week in September. All right, cool. I hit up my neighbor. Hey, you want to go with me to this procedure? She said, yes, I go, because she has always went with me to most of my procedures, except the one in Phoenix. So she went. She stayed downstairs, which reminds you, Banner Hospital, Banner, Maine is a big ass hospital. All right, so she stayed. She actually left, went to the store, came back. I was already in endoscope in Tower 4, which is about a 20-minute walk. All right, I'm there. I'm sitting there in the waiting room. It's about 2:30. They tell my ass to get there at 12 o'clock. I'm there at 11 on the dot. Alright, waiting. Here come 3 o'clock rolls around. Dr. Merchant walks out the door. Walks down to the waiting room. Looks at me. Has me. She said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do your peg tube while your peg tube. By the way, I'm also going to see if we can do Botox for the nerves in your stomach. I looked at her like, okay, whatever. I'm tired. I want to get this over. Alright, I'm in the back. They're getting IVs done. Cool, we got that. They rolled me to the room. Remind you, the anesthesiologist is one of my best friends. So he was like, I got you, Kai. We're good. We ain't got a problem. I had you we did this last year. I'm gonna use the same antidote. Cool. I'm under. Don't know nothing. Don't care about nothing. 5 minutes, I'm probably knocked out asleep. 5, 10 minutes, I'm knocked out asleep. Wake up and recover in so much fucking pain. Alright, I'm in pain. My blood pressure's going freaking out. My heart rate's going a million miles an hour. Alright. She turns around. My doctor came back and was like, alright, you know what? I can't put it in because of your anatomy. I'm going to meet you to the hospital that INR put it in, which is interventional radiology. Cool. So, it's like 5:30. I told my friend to go home. Okay, because I can't go no fucking where. Cool. She said, I'll catch up with you later. Alright, cool. I love my neighbor, you know. Kudos to Cynthia. She's been my neighbor since I moved here. 4 years now. So, anyway, Cynthia went home. And then 5 o'clock around. Remind you, 5 o'clock in the hospital. And basically all doctors, nurses are leaving for the night. Because they're off. Okay, well, my nurse and her colleague was like, well, we don't have a room for you right now. The ED it's filled up. So we can't take you there for them to admit you. So they wheeled me over to the children's section of the endoscopy suite. Cool. The admitting doctor came down. He saw me. Hey, what's up? You know, my name is such and such. Don't remember his name. You in pain, right? I'm like, yeah. He said, all right, when you get on the floor, I'm gonna make sure you have pain meds waiting. Cool. The nurses and them are looking. They come in periodically. The first nurse came in. Her name, I don't remember her name, but she came in. She's like, Kai, do you want to go to the bathroom? Do you want to walk around? You know, what do you want to do? I said, I need to go to the bathroom like now. She said, all right, let me help you out the bed because I couldn't walk. And I'm attached to a freaking IV pole with freaking fluid and 3 bags of fluid going, antibiotics going. I couldn't go nowhere. I was tied up. All right, so she walked me to the bathroom. She said, I'll be right outside the door just in case you need me. Yell if you need me. All right, I'm peeing, whatever. I'm not going to go into detail. I called her because my legs wouldn't physically let me up. So she came in with her colleague. They helped me back to the bed, put the pillow behind my back. All the good stuff. It's now, I dozed off, so I really didn't know what time. I woke up. She was, and the nurse was still by my bedside. She came. She said, "All right, look." She said, "We have a room for you, Tower 3, 3rd floor." All right, cool. Problem is, transportation wouldn't pick up the call to come pick me up and take me in the hospital bed to that tower. Luckily, it wasn't that far. So her and her nurse was like, "All right, screw this. We'll just take you." All right, it's now 10. It's almost 10:30 at night. These ladies is ready to go home. I get to my room. Nicest nurse ever named D. Nicest nurse ever. Comes in. Okay, I walk from the hallway to the bed, which is like 5 or 10 feet. Alright, I'm still touching the IVs, whatever. Cool. I get in bed. Alright, D walks in. Hey, I'm D. I'm your nurse for the night. Alright, cool. I said, hey, D, I'm Kai. You know, I go by them day. She said, cool. She said, the doctor's been looking for you for the last 3 hours. Nobody knew where you was at. We thought you went rogue and just left. And, you know, all right, cool. I said, well, I was down in endoscope. I couldn't go nowhere, so that's why I was knocked out of sleep. All right, she said, all right, I'm going to walk out of here. I'm going to walk out the room. I got another patient I got to go deal with. I'll be back when the doctor comes. Okay, cool. Doctor walks in 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour later. I've been looking for you. Can't find you nowhere in this hospital. I was like, I got up here maybe 20 minutes ago. I said, D didn't call you and tell you? He said, D did call me and let me know that she was here. I said, all right, good. He sat down at the computer. D walks in. You know, D sat down in the chair next to the bed, next to me. He started going on my medical history, my allergies, my medications. He's ordered medications for me. I looked at him. I said, hey, dude, did you order my pain? Did the other doctor, the admitting doctor, order my pain meds? He looked. He said, no, but I will make sure you have them. All right, he gave me a couple of doses of oxycodone because I couldn't have my Suboxone. Cool. That helped a little bit. He then looked. He was like, all right. He was like, they're going to do your procedure tomorrow. All right, so you NPO for the remainder of the night. Cool. I can deal with that. He said, you can have ice, chips, and water. That's fine. That's cool by me. I said, all right, cool. He was like, all right. My next question is, he was like, do you want, if your heart fails you, do you want us to do CPR or do you just want us to put you as a DNR? I looked at him. I said, sir, I'm 27, almost 28 next week. This is like in September when I said this. September 21st when I said this shit to him. I said, dude, do what you got to do to save my life. All right. He said, cool. He was like, all right, I'm done here. He said, if you need me, have D call me. All right. D, he told D, I order some Kai's nighttime medication, the trazodone, whatever. Cool. There were some meds that they didn't even have. All right, cool. D walks out. I'm laying in the bed. I flip the TV on. I don't watch TV. I don't have a TV at my house. Cool. I flip the TV on. I'm not paying no attention anyway. I'm actually on my phone listening to music. All right. Didn't realize I didn't bring my charger. All right, cool. So I shut off my phone for a few. The next day, D walks in. Here go your meds. I'll talk to you later. Do you need ice or water? I said, no, I'm good. All right, fast forward to 7 o'clock in the morning. Doctor came in, Dr. Copeland, who's the doctor who took care of me while I was there. He walks in. All right, your procedure is scheduled for sometime today. I don't know what time. All right, cool. INR comes up 9, 10 o'clock. Goes over the procedure and everything. Tells me, oh, yeah, you're going to be somewhat out of, but somewhat still coherent. So we need to move you or just, all right, cool, I can deal with that shit. Sign a little notice. Cool. He said, yeah, I said, I ain't got no more questions. He walks out. All right. I get back on my phone, call my landlord. Hey, would you mind bringing me my phone charger? Because otherwise my phone going down. I won't have no content. Okay. She said, cool, I'll be up there. I'll be up there before I open the office. Cool. She got up there maybe about 10:30, 11 o'clock-ish. She said, you know, this is a long walk. I'm like, yeah, I know. I said, but thank you for bringing my charger. She said, oh, no problem. She said, I got to leave. She said, you call me or Cynthia and let us know what's going on with you. I said, always will do, because my landlord is my best friend almost. Like, we get on so freaking good that anything that she needs done, I have no problem doing it. She always helped me no matter what. All right, cool. She leaves. It's now, fast forward, remind you, I'm waiting on them to come take me down to INR, get this shit up. Never showed up. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. All right, nurse walks in. All right, so they postponed your surgery till tomorrow, which is a Friday. We don't know what time. Cool. She said, all right, the doctor said you can go on a regular diet because he don't want you sitting around here not eating. You got diabetes. All right, cool. She tested my blood sugar. My blood sugar is 59. She said, yeah, no. She said, it'd be an hour before they can get you dinner up here. She said, I'm going to go in the lunchroom, bring you a cup of Coke, Coca-Cola, Diet Coca-Cola, some orange juice, some crackers, some peanut butter and jelly, something, whatever. She said, I'll make a variety of it. All right, cool. She brings it back. I nitpick with some of it. So I ate the peanut butter jelly completely. Was feeling sick as a dog behind it, but I ate it. She tested my blood sugar again. It was only 61. All right, screw this. Let's drink the soda. Drink the soda. Hour and 30 minutes later, tested again. It was at 71. She said, all right, we're good. All right, cool. I get out the bed. Okay, so, my bad. Skip the part. I asked the tech, patient care tech, if she can move the chair from this side of the room to my side of the room. Cool, she did it. I got up, sat there. Cool. Watching whatever's on TV. I don't know what the fuck I was watching. IV pump behind me going, running. Start acting really weird. Start beeping. All right, cool, call the nurse. Get this thing fixed. Cool. All right, I'll hop in bed. 2:30 rolls around. I feel somebody. Kai, wake up. I'm like, what? It's the phlebotomist. She's going around my arms looking for veins, couldn't find them. I said, all right, get the nurse. I called the nurse. Nurse poured it right out my IV. Cool, no problem. All right. Next day, I'm NPO after 12 o'clock. So next day rolls around. Still don't know what time I'm going down for my procedure. All right. 1:30 rolls around. I'm heading down for my procedure. All right, I'm in the waiting room, not out in outpatient, but inpatient waiting room, on the gurney. The nurse comes in. Who's gonna watch over me while I was in INR? And she's like, all right, they already signed you. You got any questions? No, I don't. Cool. All right, she called the nurse, the anesthesiologist who was gonna take me back in the back. All right, Cool. They do everything. I'm freezing cold, dude. I'm shaking. I'm shivering. The one tech was like, I make sure you get. I'm going to get you some warm blankets right now, so you'll feel comfortable. They explained everything to me when I got in the room. Hey, your arm's gonna be tied down, like you can execute it. You have this small guide wire that's gonna go up your nose, down your throat, to your stomach, so it can blow up air. Cool. I'm on the table, strapped down, can't do shit. Then the anesthesiologist is like, all right. He tells the other techs in the room with him, give Kai 30 milligrams of Versed. All right, cool. To calm him down, cause I'm hyped up. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. He gave me that. Didn't do a damn thing to me. He said, all right, we're gonna give you the 250 milligrams of fentanyl. It should knock you out. All right, fentanyl's in. Didn't do a damn thing to me. He was like, all right, give 30 more of Versed. 30 more of Versed goes in. Still shit. I'm up. All right, doctor walks in. He's like, all right, how much pain meds did this patient have? Plenty. All right, let's go. Let's get. All right, I'm fighting the guy. I'm trying to move my arms and stuff to fight with the guide wire going. I'm doing this, trying to lift my head. My head is strapped down. Remind you, my head is fucking the fuck down. All right. He's steady going. He's like, I'm choking. He said, swallow. Remind you, I got a motility problem with my fucking throat, dude. So, all right, fine. Let's get in my stomach. Cool, whatever. I'm laying there. All right, my stomach's blowed up. All right, they make the incision, blah, 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 poke me through, whatever they was doing, I couldn't see it. I screamed like a little bitch. That shit hurt it. All right, 40 minutes, it was supposed to be a 20-minute procedure. Well, it took almost 40 minutes to an hour procedure. Cool, got it in, flushed, everything was cool. Cool, got back in the waiting room, the nurse was like, I'm calling transportation. Well, we didn't realize it was 5 o'clock, and transportation had left for the day. She said, all right, cool, I'll just take it back up myself, because then I can just grab my stuff and go home. Cool, I get back to my room. I'm laying down. All right. We couldn't use the damn thing for 24 hours anyway, so I'm eating dinner, cooling out, chilling. Okay, cool. I doze off. Cool. Next day, walks in the doctor. All right, we're starting to we're gonna run your feeding to see how you do. Whatever. All right, we start the feeding. We only got to what? It's supposed to be continuously. We got to like 2 hours in, and I was already in pain. All right, we stopped it for the night. All right, cool. Let's try again the next day. We started in the morning. 2 hours didn't work. Okay, day 3. All right, we got the 40. The rate was 40 now. We're good. We're getting to 60. All right, no issues with it. Cool. Get home. I think it was like Tuesday or Thursday I got home. I don't remember. Got home, got everything situated. Whatever. I was probably back in my own house. Whatever. Well, fast forward to a couple of weeks ago, like last week, I had to go in because the G port went flush or pulled back. All right, we fumbling with it, they couldn't get it to work. All right, they call INR. INR said, well, if the J port is working, that's all we care about, tell Kai to call us for outpatient. All right, cool, whatever, I did that. All right, we're good. So, that's the story of how I end up with a feeding tube. Yes, it is permanent. I will show y'all the products later because I'm not getting my ass up doing all this moving around. But yeah, that's how it is.